Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome along to Elk Mountain. More specifically, welcome along to AG Gravel and Gold Mining Enterprises. This map was too nice not to do something on, and I thought what better thing to do after the success of our terraforming mining video we did a few weeks ago was to get in here and actually have a go doing some mining ourselves. So we've set ourselves up at the gravel mine and up at the gold mine, and we're going to spend a little bit of time just exploring those and having a little bit of a play around. So we're on our way up there at the moment. We've got some expansion work already in mind. So we've got the dozer here. We're going to go up and clear some area. Running here using the TLX Phoenix, sort of the heavy haulage version with the sleeper there. Nice flashing lights and a nice orange underglow on it as well as Custom Modding's Landol low loader and the Caterpillar D6 dozer by FS Miner, of course terraform ready. So we'll be having a play with all of those once we get up to the gravel mine. Now we do own both the gravel mine and already have some equipment up there. We've already been running the mine, and we also have the gold mine all set up, and we'll be spending some time there in the coming days. Now there's 4 parts to our business. You see one of them here. This is AG haulage. We've got AG gravel, AG mining, AG gold, and the 4th one, AG forestry. AG forestry is a bit of a fledgling business. We don't really have any equipment for that. Certainly no big processing units or anything like that. So we'll just have to wait and see where we end up with that. Now, pretty sure we can take this road here around the back. So we're going to head up to the gravel mine. We'll just navigate our way up there and just have a bit more of a chat about what we've got set up when we get there, and see which direction I can see this series heading in. So we'll catch up with you very soon. So just coming up on the gravel mine here, you can see all of the gravel there on the other side of the valley, on the other side of the river gorge. This is a bit of a rickety old bridge up here, so I'm going to take a little bit easy. In fact, we might just stop and just double check everything looks good on it. It is tested and rated for a decent amount of weight. I wouldn't bring a D10 dozer across here on the back of the truck, but I think the smaller D6 should be fine. But let's just quickly jump out and have a quick look. Make sure that nothing looks cracked or broken. Those all look pretty good up there. Put all the stays in down this side. They all look fixed pretty firmly in place, as do the ones on the other side. That all looks pretty good. We do go to quite some effort working with the local county to maintain this bridge, because we are one of the main users of it, having access here. And without it, we would be forced to go the long way back around to get to this side of the county. So we do want to take good care of it. So we'll just pull our way over here. But that's a safe crossing. So, welcome to the gravel mine, AG Gravel. So our plan today is to expand. We've got some new equipment ordered. It is on the train and should be here in the next day or two. And we need a nice flat level area to get that set up in. So we're going to clear some of this ground over here. I'm not sure if we're going to have to move any of the trees. Probably not at this stage. But we'll just go and get this unloaded, and we'll go and have a look around the gravel mine, show you what equipment we've got set up over there, and then we'll get to work for the day. There we are, everything is all turned off, reconnected, ready to go. We'll just leave it parked there. I think we've left enough space to get past. Only really our traffic for the mine anyhow. There's a few farmers go past every now and then, but not too much other traffic. So we'll just leave that there and go and take a look around the mine. Now, if you're familiar with the mine, how it was originally set up, it would have only had this single rock crusher here, and it sold the rocks straight away, which was nice. But we realised that there was ways to make more money off the stones, so we went and expanded. With a large influx of new farmers around and a whole lot of new land being opened up in the area, there was a big demand for lime, and nowhere locally was producing any. So we went and invested in an upgraded rock crusher here, and this one will take the lime out of the rock and convert it to lime for the farmers. So that has become quite lucrative for us. We can sell directly to the farmers, we can deliver straight to their fields or whatever, we can take it to the co-op, we can deliver across state, we can even load it onto the trains and get it sold across the country. So that has become quite a good source of income for us. And we've been hauling that all here with the Phoenix. We've got the rigid body here with the 2 dumpers on the back, one with the pup trailer, but both the same dump units, so that works really well for hauling to wherever we were going, whether it be, like I said, the farmer's paddock or down to the train station or somewhere else to deposit the lime. So that has been going very well, and will be running quite a lot as we progress. Now we do have our own diesel supply there, nicely protected by a couple of fences. We've got our own water supply that pumps it up from down at the river, so that makes it nice and easy to get some water over into the lime crusher. Having a look at what else we've got over here. A faithful pickup with another water trailer there, just in case we need to go and pick up any other water in case the pump's not working on a calm day when we don't have any wind. We've got that there, and we can take those off and convert it into just a normal trailer, so that's kind of handy. Nice ram there by Elk Mountain Modding. You can see we've got the little logo there, the Elk Mountain Ranch logo on, so that's a nice bit of equipment. And then the main workhorses here at the mine. So our bigger loader here, the Hitachi, that does the bulk of the loading. It's really got a nice sized bucket and good capacity, and doesn't take much to load the trailer up. Our little workhorse loader, front loader here, wheel loader, the JCB, we've got it set up here with the log grab on it. I wasn't sure if we were going to need it over on the other side, so we've got that all ready to go just in case. And we do have a high tip bucket, but that's a bit of a jack of all trades wheel loader, can do a lot of different things for us, so nice to have that. And then lastly over here, I wondered why our money was going down, but we've got an auto drive worker sitting here ready to go. Lastly over here is the Bent 930 Black Beauty. Now that is towing the half pipe here, which is a nice 19,000 litre trailer, which is just a good size to get a couple of bucket loads in and get that rotating pretty quickly to run around into the lime crusher or the rock crusher if that's where we're going to send it. So all are very, very nicely set up. I'm looking forward to getting into some proper mining there a little bit later, but for now our priority is over the other side of the road. So what is the plan? Well, this area is pretty level already. We're just going to flatten it out, make it nice and level for the equipment we've got coming in, and get all this grass and everything cleared off so we've got a nice clean platform to work on. We do need to form a little bit of a crossing here. There is a little bit of a ditch, so we need to fill that in a little bit and provide ourselves some access here from the road so we can get in and across. Now what do we have coming? We've got a couple of more gravel crushers, and they're mobile ones, and they will crush gravel, or stone sorry, and turn that into gravel, or they can crush the gravel further and turn it into sand. So we obviously realised how lucrative the lime was. Stones on its own don't earn much money. We're better off to try and refine the product as much as we can. And gravel and sand, there seems to be a big demand for that in the construction industry at the moment, so we are seeing that chipped off. It's getting loaded onto the train and heading out of state, so big demand there for that. So we're going to get that equipment set up here so we can crush our own gravel and sand and get some more money from our product. So we'll jump in here into the dozer and get things all set up and ready to run. Alright, so we've got our terraform set up here. We are on Flatten and Discharges material, and we've already set our material to stone, so we should just now be able to put that blade down, and you can already see there we are getting an impact from leveling this off. So like I said, it is pretty flat. We're already getting some rocks there, which is nice. We can pick those up and put them into the lime crusher. We're just going to run up and down here and see what sort of job this does. Doing pretty well so far. Discharging some of those rocks off to the side. And we'll just come up here to sort of the bottom of the bank. If we go a little bit slower, we see that we're starting to have more of an impact. Here you go. It's probably about where we want to stop as it levels it out a little bit more. Yeah, very, very extreme there. So we're just going to leave that there. Now I think the best thing might be to put this onto a little bit of a time lapse of us doing the work. So we're just going to turn around, run back down the other side, push the gravel over the other way, and get a decent clearing set up in here for us. Well, that's a pretty good effort, even if I do say so myself. That is a nice big level platform. A little bit of gravel here in the ditch that we'll use to flatten this out, but we're actually going to use the wheel loader to do that. Might have to pick up some of that other gravel. So we'll go over and grab the Hitachi, and we'll come back and try and get this all finished off, tied it up, so we have a nice level entry here into the pad. So you'll see we've got our terraform set up there to use material, and when it's discharged to flatten. So the idea with that is you should be able to pick up some of these stones off the ground. There we go, and when we tip this out, we turn our terraform on, there we go, tip this out, it should level that area, there you go, you saw it move up a little bit. So we'll just use some of these stones, some of this gravel, rocks, whatever you want to call it, we'll get that in here and get this all nicely leveled so that we can use it as our main entrance. That's working pretty darn well. We'll be able to pick up some of the extra rocks, we're not going to have quite enough just here to do this. Which makes sense, because if there was enough it would have been level just from having the fill in there. But let's see how we can get on with this. Might have to get the bulldozer in here once we've put some of this rock in here, just to give it a nice little tidy off and finish it off quite nicely. But this is working out very well. I'm very impressed with how this is going. That's looking pretty level now. I'm not pretty happy with that. I'll just put a little bit more in there. I think we might just grab the bulldozer and just see if we can just tidy it off just a little bit more. We'll go and bring the tractor and trailer over and get the rest of those rocks down the other end picked up and put into the lime crusher. We'll come over and grab the tractor and trailer. This will be a good test for how level we got that entry, and we'll go and get the rest of the rocks picked up. Probably a couple of trailer loads, just looking at how much there is down there. Just driving in here, look at that. A little bit of a rock there, but certainly nothing that our equipment won't be able to handle. As long as this bit in here is nice and flat, that's about the most critical part of this operation. So we'll just get parked up here. I'm going to take a couple of bucket loads of this of the wheel loader to fill the trailer up, so we'll get this done, tidied up and over into the lime crusher. Oh, so we've got the trailer full, and we've managed to pick the rest up here in the bucket, so we'll be able to just do this in one trip. So we'll go over and get this tipped in, come back and get the tractor and go and get that tipped in, get the lime all up and running. And then I think we might even start to do a little bit of mining, and possibly even take the low loader down and see if we can pick up one of the crushers. Just pulling over here with the wheel loader. Should be able to tip this up here and into the crusher. There we go. Hopefully that would start going straight away, because we should have the water already in there, and just need to make sure it's turned on, activated. We'll head this back over here and get ready to do a little bit more mining, and we'll go and grab the trailer as well. So with the trailer, obviously we can't tip it into the top of the lime crusher there, but if we just come across in front, we should find a trigger and able to tip there. So that will work and get everything processing. So we'll just go around the corner here and check in on the command screen, and there you go, we can see our lime is active. We've already made 1500 litres of lime. We've got pretty much full water, and our stones are up there at 24,000 litres. So we might go and see, I'm not quite sure if we'd be able to get this full, 24,000 litres, and it's probably about a fifth, so it might be about 150,000 litres. It's a few truckloads or a few vehicle loads. If we just jump in here, so I've already set up an auto drive course to get this loaded and unloaded. We just turn that on, you can see it's just a very simple loop. Goes to a gravel load point where we'll fill it up, comes and tips out at the lime crusher, and it's carting stones. So we'll get that turned on, we'll go jump into the Hitachi and see about getting some loads of stones put over here from the gravel pit here. Alright, so the tractor and trailer's got to its point. We've got Terraform turned on, set to lower and to discharge, so we should be able to just drive in here. There we go, we've got 10,000 litres of stones already picked up and into the bucket. We get backed up in here, go and dump this into the trailer. In 2 bucket loads, we should be full, so we'll just see how this all goes. There we go, it's bucket number 1, go and pick up another one. Now you do need to be careful, and I think I said it, you might be better off having that onto flatten, because then we don't start digging a big hole, because on lower we'll end up with a big hole, which makes it a little bit awkward. So it's a little bit slower on flatten, but flatten, you can see there, just makes it a little bit more gentle and smooth. We'll come in back here, should find that once we get this last load in here, that the tractor will drive off and go and dump it into the lime crusher. There we go. Let's see if they start to move, and they do. We'll just follow them around as they head over to the lime crusher. Got no reason to think this isn't going to work, but stranger things have happened. Just heading up there, we've got a little waypoint just past the lime crusher, so the second that the trailer is into the tip trigger, might not be quite in front of it, should see the trailer start to tip. There we go, they have stopped without tipping. Let's go and see if we just need to fine tune where our waypoint is. We may not have sent the tractor far enough forward. There you go, there you can see our waypoint. Now, when I created the course, it actually had the waypoint when it creates the points was at the rear hitch rather than at the front, but now the tractor's picking it up at the front. So it thinks it's reached there, but it won't have reached our trigger. I'm just going to have to drag this one out a little bit and just readjust our course ever so slightly. And if we just turn that off, turn it back on again, see if it tips. Yeah, we were only a fraction off being in the right position. There we go, that is all looking to work exactly how we want it to. So we'll go jump back in the loader, set up a little bit of a time lapse again, and see if we can get 4 or 5 loads of stones over here into the lime crusher. Well, I'm just looking from a distance and I don't think that tipped the whole trailer, so I'm going to assume that the line production's full. So let's just take a look at the production chain and see how it's going. And as I suspected, 150,000 litres of stone. We've already got 31,000 litres of lime in there, and in fact we're going to fill our lime production up before we use all our stones up. So we're going to have to go and work on getting the delivery course all set up properly. That is certainly something we need to do. I have already done part of the auto drive course, and I need to finish that off. And the other thing we need to do now, we can go down and pick up one of the gravel crushers. So we might go and do that first. Just going to go and stop the auto drive here. We don't want him charging us more money than we need to be charged at this stage. Go turn that off. It's dumped a little bit more. Leave that running there and leave the lime production going. Now I'm going to have to be very mindful of how I do an auto drive course to come in and fill here, because we didn't actually leave ourselves a great deal of space at the end of the fill point there to get a truck in and under. So we'll just have to be very mindful of that. But we're going to go hop into the low loader and we'll head down and find one of the gravel crushers. We've just left the gravel mine and we're going to head back through the plains up here, the high plains, and head down to the train station or the train yard and pick up one of our 2 gravel crushers down there. get that brought back up here, and we might even see about putting a little bit of gravel through it just to test it out today. We need to get them commissioned properly though, obviously have them both set up and working properly. So we'll head back down there and go and see about getting that loaded. Alright, we're just coming down the hill here next to the train tracks, and in the yard there you can see our two nice shiny brand new red gravel crushers. So we'll let's navigate our way in here. Just be careful there's no train coming, but it's a little bit of a tight turn actually for this big trailer. Let's see how we go. Big swing. Let's have a look, make sure the train isn't coming. No, nothing coming down the hill. There, we got in alright. Alright, well I'm not going to lie, and if you stay and watch till the very end, you'll see the blooper of us trying to get the low loader across that rail crossing. Long story short, it is too low. The low loader got stuck and we had a little accident with the train. And it then took us quite a while to get the trailer back out. We have had to do a whole heap of landscaping, tried to level it out a little bit on this other side just to get it to work. We did manage to get it back out, but I didn't want to gamble putting the extra weight on the back with the gravel crusher to then have to try and get it out across here again. So we're just going to drive the gravel crusher out once this train's gone past and go and get it loaded onto the truck. But have a little bit of a chuckle, it is well worth a laugh. With that out of the way and the trailer on the right side of the train tracks now, we can go and try and get this loaded up. Not the fastest piece of kit, which is obvious. It is not designed to be moved long distances, it is designed to be carted on a truck and to its destination. So we'll go and get it put up on the trailer and head back up to the gravel mine, and we'll probably go and grab a bucket of gravel, put it through it, see how it all goes, and then we'll focus next time on getting these set up properly and up and running. Well, that looks like it's going to work quite nicely, I think. Lots of space there under the hopper for the fifth wheel to reconnect onto the trailer. We're not too close. We might try and just make sure we can unfold that rear axle, but I think we're looking pretty good. It's probably going to be okay right about there. So we're going to get the truck hooked back up and head on back up to the gravel mine. Alright, there we are, we're all loaded up. So let's get on our way back up the road. Alright, we're back. Now I think we're going to try and keep the truck in on the platform as well, so I might try and back into there. We'll unhook the trailer over on the far side and out of the way, and then we'll get this gravel crusher unhooked and see if we can get it up and going. Okie dokie. Alright, we'll get this backed here off the trailer, so we don't swing around and hit the tree. No, I'm not quite sure. We're going to have to give some consideration around the best way to set these up. Obviously we have the auger on the one end and the dump point on the other. But for now we're just going to park up here. We'll go and grab the wheel loader with a load of stones and throw them through this. So I think these are pretty straightforward. Come up here, dump them into the hopper, and we'll need to get up and turn it on. So let that go in there. I'm sure it will have capacity for all of it. There you go, we've got 10,000 litres of stones in there. Now if we just come back into here, we've got the step out, head in here and just turn it on. You can hear it start up and we can see we're getting some different product discharging out the other end there. Now that should be gravel. Nice bit of sound there, nice animation, and you can see we've got quite a bit finer texture there than we did with the stones which went in one end. So we'll go and pick that up and see what happens if we put it through the crusher again. So 10,000 litres turned into 10,000 litres, give or take. Not sure whether we had 10,032 to start or not, but that's what we've got now. If we come up in here, we should be able to now fit this here in, and you can see we're now getting a different colour again. And that will now be sand. So very nice textures. Look at the dust and everything. How we're getting a different dust. We'll just drive in here. We can probably actually park it under here and get it put straight into the bucket. No, maybe not. Here we go. All finished. Still a little bit more to discharge. Okay, that looks like it all now. And if we come in here, Same again, 10,032 litres of sand. And if we just pop in here and have a look at our economies, we'll compare the train station prices. So our stones, $149, 150 at the debris crusher. We can actually sell them at the line production if we wanted to, but yeah, train to Cheyenne, $149. Gravel bumps up to 450, so 3 times better. And sand, $748, so even higher increase there to get to that. So well worth the effort and expense we've gone to get this here. Good investment for the business, I think. We'll just jump over here, click in this and get it turned off. And we'll have to give some thought as to how we set this up. Whether we use 2 wheel loaders, whether we have some conveyor systems and try and send the gravel into the next one as sand and then just get an outcome of sand at the end, whether we try and stockpile some gravel or something like that. There's a few different permutations that we could consider. But I think with that all set up now, with our platform cleared, we've got our lime plant up and running and it is full, that's probably a very good time to finish our first episode here mining in Elk Mountain. So I hope you have all enjoyed that episode. I've really enjoyed it actually. It's been a lot of fun doing something a little bit different and just getting the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful map. But as always, thank you all very much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. So I think if we just nose into our right, oh look at that, that's not good. I'm getting stuck here on the crossing. This is a disaster. Oh, we're going to get caught. We need to get off here before the train comes. See if putting down the rear axle is going to help at all. Lift it up a little bit. No. What about if we drive forward? Oh, we might have got unstuck. No. Oh no. Tell you what, here comes the train. Oh, this is a disaster. No, train. Oh, I thought we were unstuck. No. Well, that could have been a lot worse than it was. I thought for a minute there we were going to sit on top of the carriages.